Good morning guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today is the final, I say final day, it's tomorrow we're leaving and we're obviously going to be here, but it's the final full day in Fuerteventura and yeah, it's one of those days. Today's video though is going to be very, very different to all the other holiday videos. We're just going to be chilling by the pool, which is what I've been doing for like all morning so far. But today is going to be a review of the hotel, because when we booked this place, we looked on YouTube for videos and stuff of people being there. And I couldn't find any really good ones. So one of my goals when I was like looking, obviously, to book this place was to make a video on the hotel itself on the final few days, just so I can give my thoughts on it. And yeah, if you're thinking about booking this hotel, then you know whether or not to do it or not, and if it appeals to you, because it appeals to us. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So the first thing I talk to you guys about is where and how we booked our holiday. We booked via Thomas Cook, which is a basically travel operator in the UK, and yeah, we booked the Elba Lucia Sport and Suite Hotel, and this is the hotel that I'm going to be looking at today to review, because we've spent the last 2 weeks here and yeah, it's been very good. Let's firstly look at the facilities. What has this hotel got to offer? Fancy sign, flags, supermarket, plants, hotel rooms, kitchenette and fridge, flat screen TV, a massive bed, a decent sized safe, a swimming pool, bath, cum shower, pool bar, 3 floors of rooms, safety equipment, mini club, badminton courts, drinks, tennis courts ×2, food, gymnasium, football cum basketball courts, sunbeds, a good view, restaurant close to the sea, Wi-Fi, 2 squash courts. So that there is just some of the cool facilities that this hotel has to offer. But now let's look more in detail at some of those facilities. I think the first one we need to talk about is obviously going to be the pool. Now the pool has been a fantastic facility, and probably the most used one that we've had, and to be honest, it's one of the best. It's chlorine water, so not sea salt, and yeah, it's up there with one of the best pools I've used. Deepest part of the pool is 1.9 meters, and the shallowest part is 0.45, so covers all bases really. The next facility I've really liked is the football pitch. Now again, I've used the football pitch every time I could, bar once because I was away, and yeah, football pitch has been great. And yeah, I would highly recommend that you do it. It's like having a really good, well, it is a really good exercise, especially in this heat. And they do it Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 PM every single week. So twice a week you can get a good hour and a half to 2 hours run around in this heat playing football. Great time. One of the entertainment staff did manage to kick the ball onto the roof of the next door hotel. Yeah, good times. The next facility I think we need to talk about is the bed. Seeing as the bed is one of those ones that, let's be honest, you do stay in for the majority of your holiday. Probably more or less about half of your holiday is stayed in bed. And for me, it's a negative. I haven't slept here the greatest. The hotel is very loud. I'm not sure if the walls are really thin, but there's something you can hear every mother and their dog, son outside walking past. Maybe it's because we're on the ground floor, I don't know. But I found it quite difficult to sleep. Hannah found it difficult on the first night. Every night, more or less, I've struggled. The pillow situation isn't very good. I'm used to like 2 pillows, but this is just one massive one, which is like rolled into a ball. Hannah has helped me with that though, and she's like swapped me hers because hers was flatter. For some reason, mine just wanted to just be like a pancake roll, basically, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I wouldn't give the bed a good review. I'd probably give it like a 3, maybe even a 2.5 out of 5. The mattress is quite comfy, but everything else is a no. So there's a few of the facilities that I've really enjoyed using, and now let's talk about some of the documents they give you when you arrive. So the first one you get is a map. Now the map is pretty easy, it just tells you how and where to get around things. It's pretty self-explanatory, and I'll put it on the screen there for you to see, a scanned copy from my phone. But yeah, it's a very small hotel and it's not too much stuff going on, so it makes it easier to navigate around the hotel and know where you're going. The next document they give you is a document of all hidden charges. Now these are the things that you need to pay for if you want to use certain extra things. So things like Wi-Fi, it tells you the day the room service is there, it tells you the opening hours of all the different restaurants, breakfast, lunch, dinner, pool bar, and also the regular bar. The different services like the sports centre, their opening times and stuff. The price of the safe, the price of the car park. And then if you want to rent certain things like fans, iron board, and you can even rent a toaster, which is interesting. But yeah, all that's on the screen as you just saw, guys. Just telling you guys all the hidden charges that are there, because this hotel has a lot of them, and that is one thing to bear in mind when booking, because it might be a cheap hotel, but you might end up spending, like we did, 38 euros for 2 weeks to use the safe. All right, 10 of that we will get back, but it's still a lot of money out of your holiday on your first day, well, first hour. So yeah. So obviously when you stay in somewhere all-inclusive, you want to know what actually is all-inclusive. In regards to the food, we'll talk about that in a little bit later on, but the main part of it is the drinks. So I have taken a screenshot of the drinks that is on the current menu as of August 2018, and you get 4 pre-made cocktails that they make for you. One called the Elba, the Macambo, the Mai Tai, and the Margarita, and then a San Francisco, which is a non-alcoholic. I mean, you get everything you'd expect, such as like Coke, Fanta, stuff like that, water, that's all included. But there's a lot of liquor on this list. Literally, amaretto, peach schnapps, apple liquor, blackberry liquor, whiskey, Malibu, rum, sherry, kiwi snaps, vodka, Coke, everything. There's so much on there. This is one of the best all-inclusives that I have ever been where there's drinks involved. They do a lot of very, very generous measures, 50-50 with amaretto and Coke and 50-50 with vodka and Coke or whatever. It's very generous, and it's not even watered down. They give you 1 ice cube. The alcohol itself is very, very tasty, and all in all, a very good all-inclusive in terms of alcohol. Now we gotta talk about some reviews. Literally, there is reviews online, what's already there, how can I compare it in my review, and how can I answer back to some of those reviews in my review. Okay, so for the purpose of this, I've made them anonymous, although they are on TripAdvisor, so they're not really thing, but I didn't want to put the name in the video, so yeah, you can find out who they are and what date they were put up if you want to, but yeah, these were all when I was staying at the hotel, so yeah. The first one says, reasonable accommodation, food was reasonable, staff very friendly, all going well till 10 PM. There was a poolside disco which started outside the apartment. I was told it was going until 11, it's now 11:30. Guests are allowed to run around swearing and shouting till all hours unchallenged. Now I actually went to the party that night and I can categorically say that didn't happen. And in regards to guests swearing, you're not reviewing other guests, you're reviewing the hotel. It's not the entertainment team job to police people swearing. They can say stop swearing, but it's not their job. Their job is to entertain. The next one is also very similar. They were sat down for a relaxing evening to find a disco was being set up around the pool, and the music started blaring so loud that there was no chance of sleep. If I wanted banging amplifiers, I would have booked the 18 to 30s holiday. Okay, this is my opinion to this one. 1, the disco is on Friday night. 2, it's once a week. 3, it finishes at 11. 4, you're on holiday. I'm staying here at the moment and I'm undecided about the hotel. It was supposed to be a family hotel, but I'm disgusted by 2 things. So this person's disgusted by some of the lyrics that they play from the music by the pool, as they are very X-rated and are not exactly suitable for kids to hear, never mind over a loud speaker. Then there is foul language. Every second word is. The animation team seems to think it's funny and continue to encourage this behaviour. Today I spoke to reception in regard to this. This one really annoyed me because, like I said in the previous one, the entertainment team, the animation team, their job is not to police how people talk. Their job is to entertain. In their job description, it doesn't say chuck people out if they're swearing. I mean, they probably say it on the side, like, you know, language, be quiet, sort of thing, children, but they don't make a big show of it because it's not their job. If it was a security officer rather, and they weren't doing anything, then there'd be questions. So don't have a go at the animation team for something that's not their job anyway. It's out of their control. Okay, so we are in the final few hours now of our time here at the Elba Lucia Sport and Suite Hotel. Yeah, I did speak earlier on the video saying I want to talk more about the food side of things, but I wanted Hannah to be involved in that chat because Hannah's vegan, and I wanted, you know, if you guys are vegetarian, vegan, then, you know, how has she coped and how have I coped with not being vegan or vegetarian, just eating everything. So yeah, okay, so how do you want to start? Let's talk about the food. How did you find the restaurant and all the food for you being a vegan?
Okay, I was nervous before coming. James emailed them, and luckily when we got here, she explained that if I needed any help, just let them know, and if I wanted them to prepare food for me, they would do it. But I was also lucky to find that above all the food, there was dietary allergies and stuff like that, so if it contained fish, if it contained milk, I'd know about it because it'd say. My little critique was they didn't say it every time. So for example, if there was like some vegetables with cheese on top, it wouldn't say lactose, but then I imagine that because it's cheese there, you just see it, but then some people might think, oh, it's not on there, so I can have it. But as long as you kept your eyes peeled, as long as, you know, you
like the onion rings, like you wouldn't know if there's anything in the onion rings, but you couldn't have the onion rings because they had milk in them.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They said that.
The sign said it was just the day they didn't have it.
Yeah.
But other than that, there was always loads of salads to have. There was plenty of hot foods, depending on what the nights were. My favourite nights were the Chinese night because the spring rolls were vegan, and then I also loved the Mexican night because I had like wraps and stuff like that. So food for me, we haven't eaten that once, and I haven't felt like we needed to.
2 weeks. We've been here for 2 weeks, and we've ate in rather every single day. For me, I think it was fine, like, you know, what you were saying, really, reiterating that. Like, my favourite night was the international buffet night, because they did, like, steak, and last night my steak was, like, that big. So that was really, really cool. And then also talking about the pool bar, in the day you have, like, snacks like burgers, hot dogs, and chips and stuff like that. So I got on quite well with it and really enjoyed it. And the food was awesome here. I will give the food a good solid 4.5 out of 5.
I love the food.
The only negative was the restaurant was blinking boiling because the air conditioning wasn't on. But lo and behold, on the last day today, what happened? The air conditioning was on. So I'm not sure if they had issues with it or whatever, but we've been there once, went in for lunch today, and it was on. So you know, maybe it was just faulty. But that was my only critique with the restaurant, really. It was uncomfortable being in there, but food-wise, eating-wise, it was lovely. Okay, so we're gonna rate the hotel out of 5 now in terms of our like 2 week stay. I think for me, I'm gonna rate the hotel a solid 4 out of 5. I think it was really good. The food was great. The facilities were on point. The drinks were awesome. The all-inclusive is great. The pool is great. Everything's good in terms of that. The only negative was the sleeping side of things because it was really loud in the night, like really loud. And like I said, the restaurant was quite uncomfortable. And yeah, what about you?
I think I agree with what you say. So I'm going to give her a solid 4. I think the only thing that's keeping it from a 5 for me is maybe the location, but I knew that ahead of time. The pool has been great, the food has been great, entertainment team has just been amazing. All the staff, they can't do enough for you, can they? So
yeah, they work really hard.
I would give her a solid 4, and I think, and I think just for me, it was just location, not being able to just like walk down the road. But on the brighter side, you didn't spend as much money, so it counterbalances.
I didn't actually mention that in the entire video, but there is like a free bus that goes back and forth in town.
Brilliant.
The last bus I think is like 8 o'clock, so you can get a bus there, but then get like a €4 taxi back. But then again, like I said, the alcohol is really good, and you do get shows and stuff. And we've just not needed to go out because we've really enjoyed the hotel as it is. So some people want to go out, some people don't. So you have best of both worlds, really. So there it is, guys. The Elba Lucia Sport and Suite Hotel, based in Ventura. Are you going to stay here? Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.